So the best card in this pack isn't a color pair I have zero experience with. Let's read it together. Let's also put myself in a place where you can read cards easier. When it enters, make a 1/1 green insect creature for each artifact and a creature card in your graveyard. Whenever another insect dies, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Each opponent loses a life. That just seems really good, and like I should take it and just learn to play green-black. It is only a 3/3. Oh, but it gets bigger. Row Commission didn't plow shit, so I'm going to snowblow my street. Not stoked. That sounds tough, buddy. You hate to see it. I'm going to take this. Also, I think this card kind of is... Oh, no, this is Carrion Cruiser. I thought this was the Death Shadow one. When it enters mill 2, then return a creature or vehicle from your graveyard to your hand. I wanted both of these, to be honest, but I can't take both. I'm taking the big dude. Let's play bugs. All right. Anything good with the bug in this pack? Not particularly. It doesn't look like. According to Channel Fireball, this is the best card in the pack, and I don't want to play that. So we're going to ignore it. Spin Out, solid pickable. If you want to lean into our rare pick, or if we want to pick the best card for me, it would probably just be Spikeshell Harrier. I think Spin Out is fine. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's just fine. I'm going to do a split pick here and take Spikeshell Harrier and not over. No, I agree. Spin Out is good, but I'm taking the blue card just in case the people to my right, someone in the next like 1 or 2 people to my right also are on like black or green heavily, and I'm going to be starved. I just want a blue card, and after the next 2 or 3 packs, I'll kind of look at committing more. I don't want to take Spin Out early. The removal in this set's like pretty well above rate. All right, like this pack, yeah, here's another Spin Out, so that's pretty safe here. Outpace Oblivion is an awesome removal spell. I actually think it's quite a bit better than Spin Out in the right deck. But between the two, it's either I take the red removal spell, and that's an off color. So if the good card I was taking was blue, I'd feel more comfortable. But since I only have 1 blue card, and it is a good, the baseline to the song rips, yeah, dude, this is Duran Duran. This is that old shit. And yeah, the baseline does slap. Super syncopated, really cool shit. This is the card I want to take, but I think this is the card I'm supposed to take at the end of the day. It could be that I wind back up in red, blue anyway, and I'm going to miss this card. But since we have such a powerful card right here, I'm going to take this and see if it works out. We see what is this card? Start your engines 5/4 for 5, and at max speed, each end step create a zombie. That seems like a fine uncommon. We got the pilot who goes to the graveyard and comes back to your hand, which is nice-ish. We've got the vampire flying haste. That card's medium as fuck. Luxodon Surveyor, I think is just fine filler. I think we're happy to take a 5/4 for 5. What does Channel Fireball say about it? Let's read. If we're looking for a 5-drop creature with high potential, I'm going with Risen Necro Regent over Bone Miser any day. If you can actually reach max speed, this will dominate the game starting right from the turn you play it. Yeah, I kind of agree with that assessment. What's going on, Slim Shady? How you doing, baby? I think with no good split picks for blue, I'll just take the Necro. Defend the Rider. That is a hexproof spell. That's not bad. Packed Doll Terror. This is a really cool card, although I think it's more for, well, no, I think pretty much every color combination in black can play this, right? Or I can take another 3-drop. I think the Surveyor might win out by a touch. Let's just take the Surveyor. What do we see here? The Bite, they rate the Bite kind of lowish. I actually don't hate it. What is this? The Draw Discard. It is. Dredger's Insight, I think, is kind of for our deck, though, if we're trying to build around this gentleman right here. Yeah, let's take the Dredger's Insight. I do kind of like it. Playing without islands freaks me out. That's just a me thing, though. Take a giant 6/6 with Cycling. Seems like fine filler, though we do already have a 6-drop. Take just a straight up 3/2 for 2, which actually seems fine. Like you're not writing home about it, but I think this is right where you want to be for a 2-drop. Also, there's that dude that searches up vanilla creatures, so this could set us up for that as well. I'm just going to take the Omnivore. We are being fought on, we're being fought against for black right now. That's worth noting. Stampeding Scurryfoot. Yeah, this is fine. I think we're going to take the Spike Shell out of here. We're going to try to commit to black-green. This could be like a complete dumpster fire. We'll see what happens. Ooze Patrol enters, mill 2 cards, and put a +1/+1 counter on it for each artifact on this creature for each artifact and our creature card in your graveyard. Kind of seems like a medium 4-drop, but is kind of doing what we want to be doing, I think. I think I'm okay with it. Aether Jacket was in that pack, that's true. Wreckage Wickerfolk, super interested in this card. Just smooths out your draws in a really big way. Swamp. Okay, that won me 2 games in pre-release. That's pretty tight. Silicon Strength. This card looks medium. We'll take it just in case we have to play it. Defend the Rider actually might make our deck. We'll take it. This can do one of 2 things. It either makes you a pilot or like Snakeskin Veil something. Golgari Self-Mill was super fun to pilot, not gonna lie. This is gonna be my first time. Afterburner Expert. It's a 4/2 for 3, fine. Exhaust for 4 mana, put 2 counters on this creature. Whenever you activate an exhaust ability, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. This seems kind of fucking good. I like that. I like Samut too, but we're just like not even close to that color combination. I guess we have green in common. Yeah, we'll take this, what looks like a banger 3-drop. Earth Rumbler. I'm actually impressed with, I was impressed with Earth Rumbler the one time I played it. Gonna go plow now. 07, good luck with draft. All right, buddy, take it easy. Maximum overdrive is medium. It's really just between like Rumbler and Hazard of the Dunes. Hazard of the Dunes having an exhaust ability makes me happy, but it's a pretty expensive exhaust ability. I think I'll just go with the Earth Rumbler. I should have enough things in my graveyard to never have to actually crew it with a creature. What do we see here? We never want to play the second one of these, I don't think. I think it's just a second spin out. We're definitely getting fought. I think our card quality is still high enough. We're not worried yet, but we are definitely being fought for these cards. Yeah, we'll take another spin out. Alternatively, we could try to take Dune Drifter and splash for a junk deck or an Abzan deck. That seems, if we're going to do that, I don't think Dune Drifter is the card that makes us want to do it. So we'll take spin out. Nothing wrong with the second hero's downfall. Ooh, we found him. So we have so far just one creature that doesn't have any abilities, but I think that that's okay. That means that this thing won't always miss. It's like a solid 4-drop. We're in the market for 1 or 2 more. Also, the Pothole Mole is pretty good, but it's a common, so we might see another one of those. A Momentum Breaker is, yeah, we'll just take the Fang Druid Summoner. I like a good old 2-for-1. Seems right at home in the rock, which is kind of what we're playing here. Ooh, another cruiser. That seems right where we want to be. Let's take it. Mill 2 cards, then return a creature or vehicle. We need a high creature count. Where are we at? 9 plus 1 vehicle, 2 vehicles? We're getting there. We're getting there. This deck still needs some stuff, but I like it. I think I like this deck power level wise better than the deck we played last already. However, I'm not as good at this type of deck, so I might also just randomly lose games that like most people would probably win due to my lack of experience playing this strategy. I think we're probably just never going to play Silken Strength. Let's just take that out now. I would like a mole at some point. Engine Rat, just a good old 1/1 Death Toucher. Really not the worst thing ever. I kind of think I'd rather just take a Foul Roads. Although Foul Roads, I think in our deck is going to come into play tap most of the time. I'll take the Engine Rat, actually. I don't want to play like too many 1-drops in this deck, I don't think. Broken Wings is solid. What is Siphon Fuel? -6/-6, you gain 2 life. Really expensive removal. And we've already got 2 spin outs. No, that seems mid. I think Broken Wings is underrated. I think that's probably great in this format. I don't know if I'll play either. We'll take the Broken Wings. We're not going to play a second one of these. Do we take another vanilla creature for our vanilla creature finder? I think so. Big 6-drop asshole. Sure. Nothing playable, but I'll take the best card. Bestow Greatness. No good. I'll just take it anyway. We'll just take, Mole. Actively want it. Great. Amazing. Thanks, Pothole Mole. I'll take the green card just so the guy to my right knows that green cards aren't allowed. They're banned. Only I get green cards. There are a couple of really good Golgari vehicles, and I think that's what we're in the market for. I think that would help push us over the top. You may put a creature or vehicle card from your hand on the battlefield. If you put an artifact on the battlefield this way, this is a 4-drop Fauna Shaman. That seems like mildly okay. Rise from the Wreck. Synergizes with our deck in, I think, a meaningful way. Do we just want this? What do they say about it? When you can get a 4/4 with Reach and Trample at common, I don't think you should spend much time worrying about the Artisan at rare. She's fragile, doesn't stabilize the battlefield the turn you cast her, and you have a specific card that draw use, blah, 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 isn't useless, but when in doubt, I'd avoid her. Yeah, I don't think I love her. I think we're just supposed to take Run Over. We'll take Rise from the Wreck. Ooh, Demonic Junker, affinity for artifacts. How many of those do we have before we even consider that? We have 3. Probably not, but when it enters for each player, destroy a creature that player controls. Creature controllers destroy this way, put 2. It's not the worst, even without a billion artifacts. And we could take another Dredger's Insight as well. This card also synergizes with what our deck's doing. Maybe this is just too hopeful. I think my eyes are just too big on this one. I mean, I think I'm supposed to take the Dredger's Insight, actually. More 2-drops that do what our deck wants to do. I don't think we want a second Scurryfoot. I don't think we want more 3-drops. We're kind of good on 3-drops for right now. Do we just take our Vanguard? It's like a bear. A bear could be like fine. Well, I'm not taking another 6-drop, right? Yeah, we'll take the bear. How many creatures do we got? 14? That's a good number. Ooh, this is a really good 2-drop. Greenbelt Guardian with a solid exhaust mechanic. We'll take it. Monster Momentum Breaker enters. Yep, sacrifice. This is a, do we want an Edict effect? It's not the worst. Certainly not the best. I think it's better than everything else in the pack. Might not make the deck, but I think we'll take the Edict. What do you do? No, that ramps for like no reason. Locust Spray. Target creature gets -1/-1 till end of turn. Seems medium. Do we want another vanilla 3/2? Probably not. I think 2's enough to justify our Fang Druid Summoner. There's no way Locust Spray is good though, right? Deathless Pilot, not the worst. What do you crew for? 3? You crewing for 3. I'll take this and probably not play it. Another Locust Spray. Come on, guys, take the Locust Sprays. Card's great. I'll take Rise. I think after this pack, we will have seen something from every pack. Splash for a card that I don't want. I don't think so. Run Over seems fine. We might have the power. You know what? No, let's take just a big guy for cheap. That should be cheap in our deck. We'll take a Run Over here, and then we won't, we probably don't play a second one of these, but I'll take it. I'm overheating, so I have to take this off. There we go. Sure. Ooh, okay, I'll take this. I'm fine playing one of that effect, even if it's not the best. Siphon Fuel, okay, I don't know how to evaluate this deck. With the Is It one, I have more of an idea of how powerful the cards should be, what they should be doing. In this deck, significantly less so. So let's cut 5 cards. Let's make sure there's nothing we want to play that we missed out on. I don't think so. 1 drops. Stampeding Scurryfoot seems good. Also, we have the 3 drop, this guy. So I kind of care about having a decent number of exert effects or exhaust effects. So I'm cool with that. Defend the Rider, like, okay. Engine Rat, how many creatures do we have? I think I'm just gonna cut the Engine Rat straight away. Yeah, goodbye Engine Rat. Run Over, my creatures get kind of big. We're gonna cut, I think, the Migrating Ketrodon. You seem very medium. This could be good. Ooze Patrol, I think that's what our deck wants to. So does this. Afterburner, yeah, Broken. Maybe we can cut the Broken Wings. We have like a good amount of removal. We also have the Run Over. Yeah, I think we can cut the Broken Wings maybe. We'll leave that on as an afterthought. I think we need to cut another 2 drop as well. Do we want 2 Dredger's Insights? Whenever one or more artifact and or creature cards leave your graveyard, you gain a life. So that's kind of cool. When it enters mill 4, put an artifact, creature, or land card from among the mill cards into your hand. I think this effect is something we're interested in. I think we want to find it most games. So I think we'll leave both of them in our deck. The Vanguard seems like fine at best. Yeah, we'll cut the Vanguard. What does it leave us with? 14 creatures. We can't cut anymore, but I think 14's okay. When you consider that we have a couple vehicles as well. Rise from the Wreck, we can get a creature card, a mount, a vehicle, and a creature with no abilities. Technically, do we have a mount? Is there like a dream scenario where we can get everything? I think the thing we're missing here is mount. Yeah, we don't have a mount, but is an average of 2 out of 4 good enough? And I think the answer might be yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think that's okay. I don't want to cut any more creatures. I think I like the Edict effect too. Gaining life equal to your speed might be valuable in those aggressive matchups. I could see that being the case. I think I just need to like cut a 3 drop and a 2 drop. Maybe I'm supposed to cut, no, the Gravestalker I think is actively good in our deck, right? Synergizes nicely with Run Over. Rise from the Weak actually synergizes with Dredger's Insight a little bit if we need the extra life gain. Not that I'm super expecting to need it, but could come up. Carrying Cruiser also does the thing. I think Defend the Rider is just like not good enough. And then we're really blocky in 2 and 3, but I guess that's like a fine place to be kind of blocky. Maybe it's just Broken Wings. Yeah, we'll just take out Broken Wings. Let's play this deck. Let's see how it works out. I think I just want to draw my gold card like every game and win with it and not have my opponent counterspell it. Pretty please. There we go. 2 Murder over Broken Wings. Would you say that Broken Wings is better than Spin Out? If you would, we can go back after this game and change it. Again, I don't play this color combination ever. I'll keep this hand. We've got like a 2 drop into a removal spell. This isn't active yet, but we've also got our best creature, so I kind of like that. Here's a forest. Yeah, I think the Spin Out, because the Spin Out also destroys vehicles specifically. Swamp, yeah, we'll play ourselves a little 3-2 action. Land, Esper, another 3-2. Do we just trade this off here? Start setting up for the Emerald Radiant? Could be. I think so, yeah, let's go Forest. I think I'm comfortable with this trade. I'm not going to use a removal spell on it. We can Rise from the Wreck-It later, play another one. You can go, opponent. Terror, sure. I think we'll spin that thing out. It can grind a ton of value. Ooh, Dredger's Insight's kind of nice though. Can we wait? Yeah, let's use Dredger's Insight now to set up. Or if we wait for Dredger's Insight, maybe we can go Dredger's Insight into Rise from the Wreck and just spin out this turn. Play Swamp. So we got a couple options. We can either spin out and attack for 3, bring them down to our life total, or we can play Dredger's Insight, use less mana, but maybe get something off the Insight to play. You have to get your spell from among the milled cards. So we couldn't Dredgers to get back our beast. And we use less mana. I think if we spin out this turn, we can like combine Rise from the Wreck with Dredger's Insight next turn, and I think that's pretty good. Let's just spin out here, get busy for 3. This thing can get out of hand. Sometimes it just like gains 5 life, deals 5 damage, 10-point life swing, meaningful, unlimited. A second one, well, I definitely didn't want to have 2 of those in play, so I'll take it. Draw a land. So now we will Dredger's Insights, trying to set up this Emerald Radiant. Of course, our opponent has islands in their deck, so it could be tough. Okay, Afterburner Expert can actually bring itself back to the battlefield. Of course, we don't have any exhaust abilities yet, but I think this game's gonna go for a while. So I think we'll just take the Fang Druid Summoner. Well, if we take the Afterburner Expert, I suppose we could cast it right now. I actually kind of like that. Yeah, we'll take Afterburner Expert. We'll gain a life back as well, which is nice. Land, Afterburner Expert, little 4-2 action. Can't get past that 3-4 right now. Land into Keen Buccaneer. Okay, we're gonna activate it right now. Suppose there's no reason not to, if you have like 1-drops in your deck that you could want to play. Another Dredger's Insight. If I were to cast this dude right now and it didn't get countered, I'd make a couple of insects. Alternatively, I could cast Dredger's Insight and just like try to set it up better. Let's do that. Dredger's Insight. If we've been a ton of creatures, maybe we were even supposed to Rise from the Wreck. Although I think I want to Rise from the Wreck after casting my dude. Earth Rumbler. I think we just need to take like the action. We'll gain 2 life, which it's not negligible. Land. We will get busy. Attack. We want to take 4. Could be 6. All right, they block. That's going to get a counter. We'll see if they activate it or if they have a kill spell. If they do, if they don't exile it, our expert can come back when we exhaust. They bounce it. That we don't super care about that at all. Now they can make their Keen Buccaneer a little bit bigger. Is it time to drop the what is the name of this thing? At Chick? I'm just gonna call this Radiant. Well, they just played that, so it's definitely time to cast At Chick. Blocks. Do I want to block and get more bugs? How many bugs do I get now? 1, 2. I think. Do we just chump and get bugs? This is like kind of a lot of damage. Yeah, chump for bug. All right, draw Risen Necrogent. That's kind of cool. I think it is time to just do this thing. Bugs. Wish they had flying. That'd be cool. Attack for 3, sure. Bugs, that's right. Their engines are humming. They've got a lot of flyers, which is currently problematic. Pothole Mole. Whenever 1 or more artifacts and or creatures leave your graveyard. So the Pothole Mole won't do the thing we really want it to, unfortunately. We could start our engines. We could, I don't think we're sending bugs in. What's in our bin here? Do we have anything that can deal with flyers? Not particularly well, or at all, for that matter. I think we're supposed to like try to make our land drop. We'll go Pothole Mole, trigger the mole, flip 3. We'll get a forest back, I think. And we'll grab a swamp. Was there not something with reach in there? Don't think so. Fang Druid Summoner. We could Rise from the Wreck-It. No, there was. I completely missed it. We'll go swamp. Do we want to Rise from the Wreck? We'll also gain some life if we rise, which is kind of nice. Let's Rise from the Wreck. Choose a creature card. We'll get the thing with reach. Choose a mount. We have none. Choose a vehicle. Nope. Choose a blink creature. Take this one. Does this gain us 4 or just 2? Just 2 it looks like, but we'll take any life gain. Okay, and then yeah, the reacher should be helpful. We'll pass the turn. Go to 8 it looks like. What happens when they have max speed? This thing has lifelink. That's not, oh, that's so bad. This is one of my favorite rares in the set. All right, attack for 5. Sure. Me draw land. Let's go with a, yeah, we had to play Fang Druid here. However, we've seen both of our dudes, right? Oh, we can search our graveyard? No way. That's kind of nice. Search graveyard. Take the Omnivore back. Trigger both insights. Gain 2 life. Don't hate that. They're going to keep getting it in the air. We can block this diversion unit, but outside of that, we don't have anything meaningful. Do we want to play Afterburner or do we just want to get in with a couple 3-2s? I think a couple 3-2s are the answer. Yeah, let's just jam dudes. 1 dude, 2 dude. I still don't like pushing with 1/1s, even though it will grow my dude here. I just don't know how much sense that makes. They probably just take the pain, to be honest. And then it opens up their combat at least a little bit. I don't want to do that. I have to imagine they just activate the Fabricator and attack for 4, 5, 6, 7 in the air. Then I block their 3/3 and I'm on like a 3-turn clock. Grimbauble, what does that take out here? Also, the terror is just a nightmare for me right now. Kill one of my omnivores, sure. 4/4 time. Yeah, there's like no reason not to attack with the 3/3. It has lifelink. All right, we will block here. Slow the clock down just a touch. Go to 4. We are in a 1-turn clock. We have to find action against this assault right now. That's not action against this assault. All right, we are dead on board and I do not see an out. Okay, game 2, round 2. I think against that deck, we wanted to go under them. And I don't think we didn't have the means to do it that game, unfortunately. My rare dude didn't feel particularly powerful that game either. Although that could have just been user error for sure. Found an opponent. Hello, Crispy 1984. I like to think that's his birthday. I love when people like just randomly put their birthdays in their handles. Like, okay, thanks for the information, I guess. I can't cast any of the spells in my hand with this mana. This is fine. We can ship a land because we have the portable mole. Let's ship a green's more important right now. I think we'll ship the swamp. All right, tap land, great. Drew a curve. Scurryfoot, go. Best viewers, let's block that. Why do they do these like bot situations? I don't understand it. Do people actually do things with these? There we go. Does anyone actually like click on those? That's so weird to me. All right, here we go with a swamp. We drew spin out, so kind of bummed I pitched the second black source. But the Pothole Mole just might help us find it. But we can attack and do a 2/3 with lifelink. Yeah, lifelink. Great Pepsi Man. What's going on, baby? How you doing? Surely if you were tech savvy enough to set up a Twitch stream, you would never click or use that. You would imagine so, right? Did they attack with this? I think I block here if they do. All right, draw non-land, play this, play Pothole Mole. Do I get in with the Omnivore? We'll see what happens with this mole. We draw a Swamp, which is ideal. Recovering from a week-long cold. Ew. I hope you're starting to feel better, buddy. That's a bummer. Am I cool with just letting the board get clogged up like this, or do I want to just send? I'm like kind of okay with taking out either of these things with my Omnivore. We just attack. Trade 1 for 1 on 2 drops, sure. That makes my Gravestalker a 4 drop, so I can just play that next turn. Yep, some shady, exactly. Cheapens Chitlin. Okay. I'm playing the Chitlin. I'm not even going to belabor it. Here's this thing. It's just a fucking 5/4, dude. I don't know. Will I send Pothole Mole into the links? Too many potential traps. We're ahead on board. We'll just pass. Greetings, human. What's up, a rack of hats? How you doing? We're just drafting a little bit of Aetherdrift. I'm playing an archetype I have no experience with, so I have no clue if this is good or bad. I think what just happened to me is pretty bad. Luckily, I mean, they did just 3 for 1 me, but their board state's not very good, so we'll cast Dredgers. That is indeed bad. Yeah, no kidding, buddy. Dredgers Insight. I think we're kind of just looking for a land with all these 5 drops in our hand. We don't, well, we do kind of hit. We could also take Fang Druid Summoner, just as a little bit of 2 for 1 action. Do we have anything with an exhaust ability? Not yet. I think we just need to make our land drop here, so we will. We'll take Wild Roads. Play it tapped, pass turn. That's a bomb rare. A Salient? Sure, who cares? Return 1 to, yeah, it just 4 damage to everything. So it's like a, what do you call it? Wrath, this Storm's Wrath or whatever. The 4 mana deal 4 to everything. Plus Protected Dude for 1 more mana. That's kind of cool. Draw another land. Didn't need it, but I'll take it. I can activate this thing whenever. Do I want to start my engines now, though? Kind of feels like starting my engines not the worst idea. Let's start my engines. New to Magic or new to Limited or new to Aetherdrift? None of the above. I've been playing Magic for, I'm a constructed player for the most part, but I've been playing Magic for since 2010. This is my 3rd Aetherdrift draft, though. So like new to this draft format, yes. Settle, go fast, big booms, so fast. Opponent's deck is gas. Pass to me, I take a draw. Ooze Patrol. That's a big ooze. I think we're just supposed to play this. Yeah, here's a 10/10, dude. I'll take 3. We can use Spin Out to fight the Flyer. Them being at max speed, not ideal for us. Ooh, I think we're just supposed to play this. Okay, that what I meant with the new to Aetherdrift. Just wondering. Yeah, new to this draft format for sure. I'm gonna make like a lot of dudes. That's cool. Does any of this trample or anything? No, 10, dude. I'm so close to dead, but here's 10. Yeah, Ooze Patrol seems great in this deck. I'm not sure what tricks exist. If they have the pump spell for X, I just die. They could just kill me here. I've been playing for a long time. Need to know what references and jokes I can make. Most of them, probably all of them. You're good to go. Draw land. Didn't, you know, no, I really didn't want this land very badly. Do we just get busy with every bug? That seems like a non-starter, right? We can get busy with a number of bugs. I kind of want to hold up this Spin Out pretty badly. So let's fight. I want to hold back some amount of creatures, but I want to try to take them to some type of a clock. They're going to block all these dudes, which is fine. Great. Damage. And that'll trigger my Emerald dude a bunch. He'll lose 3 more. And then I can hold up the Spin Out for the Swiftwing Assailant. Yeah. Do I just want to make a dude as well? Seems not the worst. Yeah, let's make a dude. And then pass. This position's not like the best, but also we're racing. We're racing and we have a removal spell. So it's going to depend on if our opponent can develop another meaningful threat. Specifically, one in the air would be nightmarish. Something with any type of real evasion. Try to kill your flyer. It works. Okay, cool. Okay, we win. Wow, that was great. Our bug man, our insect druid was phenomenal that game. Amazing. 1-1. Let's try to do that often. That bio ooze was like a 10/10 for 4, which seemed insane. I'm really glad they made the activation cost of the pilot lands reasonable and not like 4 to 5. Anything more than the 2 that it is probably would have been unplayable, right? Like I usually try to take 1 to 2 for every deck that I play. It's probably at the weakest in this deck because I think I have like 2 vehicles. I didn't get any of the sweet Golgari gold vehicles, but man, they are they feel not excited. I feel content to take them, you know, when the pack doesn't have anything that I really want. The board wipe sort of helped a lot. Yeah, it did. The board wipe put a lot into it. We got a 3/2 and we just need 1 land and we can play the Pothole Mole, which sets up the Radiant. We're going to keep this. Our fail state is quite obviously just never developing a 3rd land, but I think we are signing up for hands like this with this deck. Yeah, that board wipe seemed really good too. All right, no land yet, but we will play a reasonable body for 2 mana right off the top. We're like a coin flip to draw land for the next infinite turns. Come on, right off the top. Lightning Strike, Sorcery Speed, my 3/2. Sure. And we find it. Let's find our 4th one. Let's go. We find it. It's a tapped one, which is kind of a bummer, but we don't have a 4-drop anyway, so it's okay. How many creatures are in here? 1, 2. That's for you, buddy. Daring Mechanic? Sure. We might just double. Ooh, yeah, no, we're just going to double spell this turn. We'll go here. We'll play the Momentum Breaker. Granted credit where credit is due. The past 3 sets have been fairly decent, though I'm still pissy about Foundations just bring core sets back. I kind of agree with all that. I do like what Foundations did to the standard format, but I don't like, for one, I don't like how large that set was. It grew standard by so much in one set. It was kind of weird. And then, yeah, like they keep flip-flopping on what they're going to do with core sets. Historically, I think everyone's been pretty chill with core sets. Yeah, Duskmorn was an awesome limited environment. Another one of my favorite limited environments, it's not super recent, but Wilds of Eldraine I thought was great. They play a couple creatures. I can just start my engines. Now we're just going to curve out. Oh, my engines are already started. There is no good attack here, so we won't. But we'll just like play this. And unless they play like some type of bomb, this is pretty safe to attack with. But what does it do that a core set wouldn't have done? No, I'm saying I agree with you. Like Foundation should have just been a core set. We're on the same page for sure. I'm just playing the bug. Wait, should I attack first? Me attack first. You can do what you want with this information. If you have a removal spell, I want you to use it now, not on my Radiant. Perfect. Ride's End. I could, I guess, like run over something, but nothing is even that good in our opponent's board. Standard is going to feel so stale in like a year and a half, I promise you. Of course, but when Standard gets big, it always feels stale. At least to me, it does. I think the biggest problem with Standard I have right now is that Pixie is the best deck by like a good margin, and people seem to be of the ideology that the printing of Spell Pierce would help against Pixie. I think it's just another weapon for Pixie to be even better against all the decks that have like action against them. Pixie's all about their 1 mana insane stuff decks. Fuel the Flames, wipe some things, and then these triggers happen, and then did you not know that was going to happen? Did you think you were going to get my Radiant? Okay, now this is, now you're dealing with this. Let's go, dude. Let's go run over. Let's kill your dude. Let's start the beatdown. Pass. Opponent is a silly goose confirmed. Yeah, for sure. I mean, at a glance, it looked like that would have worked in their defense. They really needed to like read how the stack would have developed. All right, 2-1, sweet. Something, reading the card explains the card. Yeah, they probably thought that like they would be able to shoot it because their trigger goes on the stack, but active players' triggers go on the stack first, so they get to point their damage. That's on the stack. Then my Radiant triggers go on the stack, and the stack resolves top down. If they had managed to do that on my turn, it would have worked out differently because of who the active player was. What can you do? Arena needs to give me RTFC sleeves, but they're cowards. So now maybe I don't know anything. What's an RTFC sleeve? Reading the duh. Yeah, good call. That's true. Fair. This hand has a card I can cast, and a card I can't, and a card I can't. 2 double black spells. This is unfortunate because I've got like, if I draw any third land, my curve looks like kind of great on the play. 3 power creature, 4 power creature. If our opponent's dirtling, the game ends. But this is already a mulligan to 5 because I have no black sources and 2 spin outs. So we're going to go to 6. Kind of the same thing, except for there are more of my bombs. I guess we just have to keep this and hope to draw land. I'll pitch the least meaningful card in my hand, which is probably the Earth Rumbler. And we're going to cross our fingers that we just like draw land. Let's go. All right, no land yet, but hey, the curve's back. Arena did not shuffle my deck. Earth Rumbler is so good. It has stomped me down more times than I'd like to admit. No, the card's for sure good. No disagreements there. Attack for 2. I got to keep 1 bomb, and I wanted to keep the one that like I think is going to do more over the course of the entire game. I could be wrong there too. Again, Golgari, not historically my strong suit. If we draw land, like they probably just kill our Afterburner expert here. If we draw land, I think we're just playing Fang Druid to go get our second Omnivore, to be honest. Totally agree. Just that card gives me PTSD. The card like fucks super hard because of its alternate crew ability. It's kind of like easy to crew it without ever having to tap a creature. So changes the clock in a more meaningful way than most vehicles do, which is obviously sweet. Yeah, the card is, for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, this Earth Rumbler, 7/6 with Vigilance and Trample, just stellar keywords across the board. And then you can crew it without tapping a creature, which is sweet. That thing's big. I can't attack into that. Let's see if I can secure a black source. 3 coin flips. Do we lose them all? Nope, we even get a black source. That's amazing. Land, pass. Hopefully we can spin out this dinosaur at some point. Trample on a creature that's +1 on the format's toughness high, so yeah, absolutely bonkers. Afterburner expert can, I guess, we probably, no, we don't attack with this because we don't want them to block with their Goda. There's no way they offer a trade with the Imperiosaur. That would be silly. Scrap Compactor's like fine. Maybe they blow up the Afterburner. I wonder if they think it's safe to get him with this dinosaur. It's not. I will double block that thing. Like, you did do that at sorcery speed, but now you don't have any good attacks. Okay, great. That card is better than both of these. Moving on. Take a draw step. We get the Wicker Folk. I would like to Surveil too. I really would, but I think I would rather get power into play and just set up a double spell next turn. I want to grab the Omnivore out of my library because this one in the graveyard is actually adding secret text to my graveyard. So we're going to search library. We're just going to grab the Omnivore and pass. I would have preferred a black source there, but what can you do? You can't have everything all the time. Okay, Gruul opponent. It can't be that hard, surely. You just play your giant 5-drop and pass? Oh, okay, that's a 1-drop. Ah, yes, the good old sorcery speed activation of the exhaust mechanic. Okay, this is solid. We can double spell here. I think we'll just go Omnivore and hold up spin out. We're just gonna pass. Try to move our way into this Radiant. Hopefully it takes over the game on its own. Maybe opponent offers up a strange trade here. That would be cool too. Right now, none of the creatures our opponent has in play, we're super interested in spinning out. So we kind of want them to extend like a Gear Hulk or something insane this turn, so I can get some real economy out of this spin out. I've been playing a ton of pre-modern the last week because we're getting ready for a pre-modern local event coming up that me and the guys at Pandemonium Games and Hobbies, if you're in Southeast Michigan, just set up their own Fang Druid. So like the whiplash between playing like pre-modern, which the legality for that format cuts off at 2003, and this is it's harsh whiplash. Okay, so they're doing a similar thing to us. Oh, some shit, you like that? Yeah, there's another one up. There's actually 2 that went up this week. Still nothing. I don't want to spin anything out. We're just gonna take our turn. Wow, you're a 2-drop, huh? That's cool. Let's play a 2-drop, 5/4. That's massive. Let's play this dude and set up our 6th land drop so we can play our Radiant. Yep, that's pretty good. I don't want a 7th, but I'll take my 6th. And then no combat necessary, we pass. Back from ads, yeah, sorry. I don't love that the ads happen whenever they want to. So if you're not familiar with me, it sounds like you're not, but check me out on YouTube, Nia Mushroom. I'm not a Twitch streamer. I've been creating YouTube content for the last like 5 years. On various channels, but my main channel, Nia Mushroom, and then the channel that the stream VODs get re-uploaded to is Fluorescent Fungus. So you're new here? Yeah, I appreciate you coming in to check it out just like wild off the street. We're kind of new to the Twitch thing. Yeah, I've been on YouTube for a while. This Twitch thing's new to me because on my main channel, Nia Mushroom, I do paper gameplay primarily in the studio that I'm actually in. And the unfortunate bit about that is when you're doing paper content, but you're doing it around competitive formats like modern and standard, those videos expire really quick, but I take a long time and edit those videos. So my change has been on the second channel, Fluorescent Fungus, all of my paper and digital streams get re-uploaded and it's daily videos. And then on my main channel, we're going to be doing videos that hopefully have some more longevity and are interesting for longer, if that makes sense. It'll make more sense when this content starts coming out. Let's drop my bomb. Yeah, guaranteed 3 games will still be on the main channel, just on the second channel. I can't justify it quite yet. Will I trade this off for anything? Yep. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, beep. I look for lower viewership Twitch streams. They're more reasonable to talk to and you can actually interact. Yeah, that's something, hopefully, like, obviously it's super easy to hope this because most Twitch streams don't take off. I hope this stream never becomes like very much bigger than maybe 50 to 60, 70 viewers at a time. Because my old channel, I used to do Commander content, and there was a point where it got kind of big. And like the whole purpose of streaming to me is kind of being able to like chat with people and just shoot the shit. And once the stream gets to a certain size, it's like, well, if like 1,000 people are going to watch anyway, just make it on YouTube. That way there's like a comment section and the engagement can happen like that way, since there's too many people talking for it to happen in real time, if that makes sense. No, I agree. When I watch Twitch, I tend to also watch smaller-ish channels. Or channels that like handle comments differently, like Doomwake, medium-sized Magic stream, you can talk to the guy while he's streaming, which I think is huge. I think that's really cool. I think we're just going to take out the creature with more toughness, and then my dude is going to grow. That's going to keep happening. That's why I'm confident going into combat every turn. Sub, appreciate you, buddy. Hopefully you enjoy that content. There's the main one, Nia Mushroom, and the second channel, Fluorescent Fungus, kind of a take on the same idea, just using different words. And if you're looking for content like this, you want Fluorescent Fungus. If you're looking for like all paper gameplay, edited videos, not stream re-uploads, you're looking for Nia Mushroom. And if you enjoy that, enjoy it. And if you don't, then just like hang out here. We're just chilling. Though I understand doing the high viewership streams, the financial incentive is massive, which like I totally get, no judgment, get your back. No, for sure. Like I'm saying that I would prefer things to stay smaller because obviously it's way cooler to chat with people and actually have a conversation. But conversely, paying your bills and putting money in the bank to fight hyperinflation is also pretty based, and I'm not going to judge anyone for that. But if I were to do that, I would want to be doing something other than, I guess I want the subject matter to not be Magic. Because like when I'm playing Magic, half the time it's like, what are you guys drafting? What do you think of these cards? We're playing standard. You know, it's just like, I want that haptic feedback. Maybe if I was like jamming like some speed runs or something, it would be a bit different. I think do we have our crazy dude in the graveyard? Yeah, we do. We do have our crazy dude in the graveyard. Let's play this thing. All right, you can saddle right now? Can you saddle as an instant? No, you can only saddle as a sorcery. They have something because there's a stick. Let's go to combat. Do I want to full send with bugs? I want to break up this board a little bit. There's no super good attacks though, unfortunately. No, I'm going to hold up my mana and plan to like activate this exhaust if I need to. We'll just pass. Facts. Also a cool place to bounce and test new video ideas from the channel and record gameplay to re-upload and upload schedule during a vacation. Yeah, that's ultimately why I decided to go with a Twitch, because like it's not connected to my YouTube. So it's like starting from scratch on here. Most of the people who watch these right now are just people who already know me on YouTube, people from my Discord and my Patreon and stuff. But it's nice to be able to like, the reason I'm doing the competitive, like the paper modern, paper standard, digital standard on a different platform, like I'm doing it as a stream first, is because it makes editing way quicker because everything's done live. I can change scenes and stuff with my stream deck. All right, we're going to activate this now. That way, if they have an action for my green pelt guardian, they have to do it on their turn and use their mana now. That'll give me this guardian and a 5/5. Then I can activate I don't even have to activate it right now. I can just go to combat first, right? Yeah. Let's go to combat. Now we're going to get some damage going. Attack like this. Yeah. Attack like that. What do you want to do, opponent? I'm kind of ahead right now. A Rack of Hat subscribed to tier 1. Appreciate you, baby. Thank you very much. You definitely don't need to do that. I'm just happy when people come by and chat. It makes streaming easier when you can you can only talk to yourself so much. But I appreciate it. Your money will be used to buy pre-modern cards, just so you know. We got a really big pre-modern event that we set up coming up on March 9th. And since pre-modern, if you don't know anything about the format, the legality ranges from 1995 to 2003. No new cards ever come out for the format. So there's always like stamped and like drawn on cards and stuff from staples from the format that are given out as like the door prizes and stuff. So I got to buy those soon. They're going block. Oh, you play pre-modern. Oh, great. But I do a ton of pre-modern content. I'm very into the format. I think the deck I'm slotted to play at the pre-modern pre-monthly at Pandemonium, I'm currently looking at Groatog. I was trying the Nimble Mongoose Threshold version of the deck, but then I did a little bit of testing with Groatog, and I think that deck's a little bit more my speed. I could use Spin Out to blow out here. Spin Out like the 3/3, and then what happens here? They're blocking with these two. I could also just grow. I could go grow here. That'll kill both on its own. Then I can save my Spin Out. Let's do that. Yes, I mean, Sly is a staple of the format. Sly, like if you're gonna play pre-modern, you may as well build Sly. It's a cheap enough deck if you already have Curse Scrolls, and if you're good at like the strategy, you're gonna be able to clean house at most of your local events. I haven't had much of a chance to explore the format just because geographic reasons, but it's been fun. Oh, where are you from? I'm in Michigan in the United States, so like Magic's huge here, so I'm kind of spoiled. So I forget that like it's not that easy for everybody. I can be daft. Okay, so we get a little 2-for-4 trade, which I like. Oh, the middle of nowhere, Illinois. So you're actually not that far from me, but you're not in a super built up like metropolis area. I'm pretty close to Detroit. Like I'm 25-30 minute driving distance from Detroit, so it's pretty built up here still. I used to live in Joliet, just south of Chicago. Yeah, I go to Chicago on a semi-regular basis. You probably heard of the NRG series. I sometimes travel to those. And then Magic Con happened this year, but I didn't go to that. But I'm in Chicago fairly regularly. Let's jam Dredger's Insight. We're going to see if we can't pick up some more gas. Something with an exhaust ability would be ideal. Perfect. That has an exhaust ability. That'll buy us back our little guy, Afterburner Expert. We can just play this, hold up, Spin Out. That's all tournament scene after I pseudo-retired from Paper Magic. Yep, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, the NRG series being in this part of the country is really great for people. Like I don't grind. The last like 6 PTQ finals I've made it to, which is over the last like year, you just concede out of the finals and like get the store credit pricing and usually scoop your friends up into the PT because I can't be screwed to travel. That's so much extra effort than I think is worth. But I got friends who really enjoy doing it, so there's nothing wrong with that. I think we're supposed to try to break up the board now. Our opponent, I think, would enjoy it if this game went on for even longer. So what I'm going to do is just start full sending bugs. Maybe even, no, I'm just going to full send bugs. I don't think it makes sense to attack with anything else. Do you have any other insects? No, that's it. Take 4. You're going to take 4 no matter what, because my Radiant's going to trigger. Took a few years off and came back onto Arena like 3 or 4 years ago. That's fair. Yeah, Arena's super accessible, which is nice. I much prefer Paper Magic, but Arena makes it takes the edge off when you really want to play. Got into a severe car accident and lost my entire collection between losing physical cards in the crash and sell off to, oh, that's brutal. The only silver lining there is at least cards hold their value, so you were able to get some equity back. But you always hate to hear that shit, man. I'm very sorry to hear that. I think our opponent's realizing that all of their blocks are wonky. Like, they probably need to block all these, but it's not going to turn out well for them, including 2 full sets of power. Jesus, that's brutal. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's so tragic. That's like my body's biological response. I'm very sorry to hear that. That's tough. All right, we hit them for 1, lose 3 bugs, but it saved me from financial ruin. Exactly, yeah, like there is a silver lining. It doesn't make it suck any less, but at least you're not buried, you know, that like you're not financially buried. That's always nice. All right, now we've got a 7/7, so we can start to like send this thing in, and we haven't shown them our spin out yet, so I'm just gonna play the Surveyor. But I did get to keep 1 commander deck, so it's kind of my baby. Love that. I used to play a ton of commander, especially on my old channel. I've kind of fallen out of love with the format. I'm mostly a like 1v1 player, just like 60 card formats. But I know some people are really into CEDH, and they're the same way. You can get really romantic about, you know, your physical decks and stuff, and I totally respect that. I'm that way with like formats like pre-modern. The last like really, I played Lear, Disciple of the Drowned, as a high tide combo deck. And then my first competitive commander deck was Yuriko the Tiger Shadow, which I believe is probably a lot of people's story. All right, they road rage my 1/1. That's tough. My board is still better than yours by a significant amount. I don't really know how I should be handling combat, but I think I'm gonna full send. Yeah, here you go, buddy. You sort this out yourself. Attack. If they want to pick off 2 random creatures with their 4/5s, we're okay with it. If they want to try to double block my Radiant, we're going to start using cards like Spin Out to blow them out. We've been holding this Spin Out for the entire game. I very much remember first seeing you play Lear and Yuriko a lot. Yeah, math is for blockers indeed. Ride's End, boo, but yeah, that's tough. That's a bad card for them to have there, huh? Yeah, a lot of Yuriko, a lot of Lear. I like decks that I like deck touching, reorganizing my deck and stuff. I always thought that was a blast. Do I need to use Spin Out retroactively to save one of my dudes, or just deal 5 here? I think I'll let the Surveyor go because I'm about to go up in speed and the Surveyor can be used to draw cards. Adrian is in a long-term situationship with Psychic Frog and his giant eye. It's true. Death by Taco subscribed to Prime. Buddy, what's up? Travis will hopefully be on stream later today as well, or tonight more likely. We're gonna do some modern. After I'm done with this draft, I actually have to I have to parse this up and get one of these drafts out to the Fluorescent Fungus channel, and then get a couple modern decks ready to play against Travis. But the eye is actually like pretty bad in the modern format right now, unfortunately. I'm fine with this loss. I'm okay with this loss. They're not gonna put my Surveyor in the graveyard, which sucks. I think I need to spin out. I need to save some equity here. So we're gonna go here with the spin out, push a little bit of damage through, go up speed. My board is considerably worse, but we've got a lot of hot top decks, so we're just gonna keep playing. We'll say I love the Arden Crom deck you made a few years back. I appreciate that. That was actually, I was pretty proud of that one. Where did I get the idea? I think Play to Win did a video on it, and then I kind of like, I discovered Imperial Recruiter, and it spun out of hand from there. Also, if you're a Constructed player, I've been having a devil of a time brewing a deck. Mind giving me some ideas for Historic? I don't play a ton of Historic actually. I mostly play paper formats, so like we're playing Draft here, which you can play in paper, kind of, and I play Standard, but other than that, I'll play like the occasional game of Timeless, but I'm actually not super familiar with the Historic format, unfortunately. I apologize for that. All right, let's go Momentum Breaker. It'll at least knock off one of their creatures. Even if they sacrifice their Vanguard, at least they can't start activating it. Historic is basically modern. Well, if it's following the modern like value chain, then I would say the energy deck's gotta be good. Unless does Historic use the Arena Altered cards? Because I know that they made Ocelot Pride worse and a couple of other cards like intentionally worse. Mono Green Control? Pitch me on Mono Green Control. What exactly are you getting? I'm not super familiar with the card pool, so having trouble getting it tuned. If you've got a list, you can drop it in chat. We can take a quick look at it after this game. Crowdspire Sky Cycle. When this vehicle enters, distribute 2. Oh, that's not good. Resolves. Yeah, send a link for sure. I'll click that as soon as we're finished with this particular game. That's Cloudspire is pretty bad for us. That said, if we ever draw the Ooze, I think it's unbeatable. What size is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got another Chitlin as well. 5, 6. Also another creature with exhaust. 7, 8. We get a 10-10 again. Opponent's roping us for some reason. I don't understand why. Yep, you got it, buddy. Your creatures are slightly bigger. What now? Combat? Yes. Nothing. My turn. Okay, that's a great top deck. Let's cast it. 1 creature card. We'll take the Chitlin because it has an ability. 1 mount. We have none. No vehicles, but we can take the Omnivore. Trigger the Dredger's Insight, gain some life. Play a big fat fatty for 1 mana. play a 3/2. And then I think we're just shipping the turn here. Still no good attacks. We need to like draw something to break up the board. If they don't play a creature, what could we do? Attack with everything. They block our 2 biggest creatures and take lethal. I mean, if they don't do anything, maybe we do just full send. All right, that's a massive mammoth. Looks like they're the ones that are breaking up the board first. Not great. We'll play this tapped. We just have to like grit our teeth and keep passing the turn. If they ever go for an attack, we'll block with the Luxodon Surveyor. Activate Thunderhead Gunner, sure. Opponent has successfully gone wide. I would like 1/10/10, please. Boom Scholar. Exhaust creatures gain, put 2, got it. That's a lot. I think if we don't find action quick, we're in trouble. Have you thought about simulcasting to YouTube as well? Yeah, I have. I didn't want to do it immediately just because like that's going to get spat out to, you know, if I do it on my second channel, no one will probably watch it, luckily. I want to keep the streams themselves a little more intimate for now. But yeah, I think I probably will eventually do that, and I'll probably just stream straight to Fluorescent. No, maybe I'll stream to Neon Mushroom. I'll have to figure out what channel to do it on. That's actually the bottleneck. All right, pass to us, draw a run over. What does it mean? I think it means we need to run over their spikes. Nope, I can't hit their gunner. That's tough. I want to hit their gunner, but it's a little bit too big. The gunner is going to keep letting them find better cards, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I can take out the Boom Scholar. I could also just take out the Mammoth. Yeah, that thing's saddle ability is going to fuck me up, I think. All right, let's try to kill the Mammoth. Dead Mammoth. Combat, let's see. Doesn't come close to killing you. I can't attack with anything. I guess I could just send this Surveyor in to try to find more action. That seems so, like, not what I'm supposed to be doing right now, though. Yep. Your creature's bigger. Go. Asking the what does it mean like he's over here reading tea leaves. Talk to me, deck. I play through the will of the gods. Yeah. I wouldn't hate my second Dredger's Insight. We're a coin. Nope, it's already in the graveyard. We're a coin flip for the next 10 draws to just draw land too. So we're just in a tough spot here. Our opponent's beatdown deck has successfully pillow forted the board. Bro, you're just taking time. Pass the turn or do something. Are you streaming? For all I know, they are. He's blocking you with fists. Exactly. It's brutal. Maybe they rope themselves over and over and they concede. This guy is whipping out the calculator for lethal. Yeah, well, he's not close to it. He's passing. Great. Draw land. Perfect. All right, now we're slightly unfavored to draw land. Let's go ahead and play Swamp. I'm gonna crank out a pilot here. What time tonight you think you'd be paper streaming? Probably around 8 or 9. Pretty late. 8 or 9 EST. Travis, I know he's working right now. He's got, you know, kids and a wife, so he can't come over till late. Max is currently in between jobs in a good way, but he's got to get some stuff together, so he'll be back on the channel next week probably. But for this week, he's finishing up at the job he's leaving. It's not in between jobs. He put in his notice and he's finishing up the Valentine's Day week, which I guess is a really big holiday for restaurants. A nerd married with kids cries silently. Yeah, I don't envy it. I love his kids, they're great, but like I also love that when I'm done being around kids, I can come home and it's no longer my problem. I've got 3 nephews and a niece, and they're all amazing, and I sure do love hanging out with them for a couple hours, then coming home and letting it be their parents' problem. Are you gonna attack me at some point, or are we just hanging out? I mean, at this point, I might just draw my deck. What do I have, 5 non-lands left? Agreed. Married once, divorced once, never again. Fair. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Another land? Pass. I think our opponent can actually just wait for us to draw my deck. Love my girlfriend, but the government can stay out of it. That is a valid, I mean, I've been in the same relationship unmarried for a decade, so I get it. Neither of us are in a particular rush. Okay, you discard a card and draw. What's your deck size looking like? Well, if they do that too many more times, maybe they deck first. We're just staring at each other. All right, my turn. Draw another land. I'll play it. Go. Yeah, we're just gonna party in the woods with friends and family and call it a ceremony and call it good. No taxes or licenses needed. Completely reasonable. Cast a spell if it's not their turn, deals 4 damage to them whenever you activate an exhaust ability. Yeah, sure. Can't stop you, buddy. All right. Our opponent's going into deck themselves mode as well, apparently. If they do that one more time, they're going to lose the decking race. Not where I thought this matchup would end up. What a neck snapping pace this game is, right? I tried to wrap it up, but then our opponent started pillow forting. Are they going to go for the Boom Scholar kill? I don't think they're even remotely close to that. If they tap out to attack, they just die. All right, my turn. Earth Rumbler. Hello. Okay, that's cool. I'll pass to you. It is the opponent's fault for not just dying and letting it end. They're down to 6. I'm down to 6. I need them to loot one more time. All right, cool. They'll deck themselves first. I've got pocket 2 life. I've got some nasty blockers. They just currently can't outrange me. Yep, you got it. That happens. You've got a bunch of big dudes. What now? Probably should have activated that vehicle first, huh? Yeah, are we full sending? Hell yeah, we are. Make a treasure token. All right, let's see if they got a trick. Time to activate this. We'll exile the portable mole from our graveyard. That triggers Dredger's Insight. We'll gain a life. As I understand it, everything has trample. So how much damage is this to begin with? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's 25 damage. So we need to block that much. What else can we do? We can block this much. What else? As this stands, it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I could block a little bit more to feel safe. These creatures actually won't die in combat, which is really important. I guess I could go like, am I fine sacking the Gravestalker? Could be. Maybe just like throw the Gravestalker in front of something big like this 5/5. And then this alone is enough to kill our opponent. Do I need to block any more? I doubt they have another overrun effect. 3 blockers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can you magically make 9 damage appear with 3 mana? Because if you can't, this was the dumbest Mathis for blockers attack I've ever seen. Are they gonna rope us? You know what? Where's that link? Click. Let's make sure this isn't graphic pornography. Okay, it is, but we'll look at it anyway. Okay, so we've got, I'm gonna move myself over a little bit so we can see better. I'm also going to advance, we're gonna look at it by visual stacks. Courser of Crewfix, Deathrite Shaman, Reclaimer, Enduring Vitality. What do you got for lands with Reclaimer? Is Land of the Dead or whatever, the thing that makes zombies, is that banned in this format? That seems like it would be quite good here. Realmbreaker, Great Aurora, you play a Shuffle Scarf versus that many crazy. Oh shit. Springheart, Fog, Turbo Fog. So I guess the pieces do seem to be here. My big question is, my first one that sticks out to me like a sore thumb. Why are we playing 4 main board? Field is banned in Historic, perfect. Why are we playing 4 copies of main board Surgical? Is there something about Historic maybe I'm not seeing? All right, you're dead? That's tough, because if Field of the Dead was legal, that deck would be like a home run. Love that Dust Bowl's legal. Okay, all right, yeah, you just wasted so much of my time just to die. Good talk. How long did that game? That game must have taken like half hour, 40 minutes. That was wild. What a game indeed, yeah, but we got it. The asymmetry of Surgical hitting lands into Great Auroras is backbreaking. Really, I'd have to see that in action. I've never really seen a deck. The closest thing to a deck like that I've seen is like, have you ever seen John Finkel's Seasons Past deck? Kind of doing a similar grind you into the dust thing. Then I love Scoot Swarm and Springheart and Antuco. That's hilarious. That's probably really hard to break out of. Conduit of Worlds also seems good. No, now that I'm seeing the deck in front of me, this seems like it actually has some function. When I hear mono green control, I think, what the hell are you talking about? But this makes sense. Gaia's Blessing. Where's your Oath of Druids, bro? I'm just kidding about that. I don't think you're allowed to play that in this format. Now this seems sweet. Are you playing best of 1? It seems like you also have some really good sideboard options. I think we'll just keep this. It's only 2 lands, but we've got our colors. We just gotta hope to like draw lands. It's also one of the key ways of taking away big threats. Fair. Yeah, just like actual tap out control. Just like grind your opponent to a halt. Take all of their threats out of not just play, but the game in general. And eventually win by default. I haven't gotten it fully built with wild cards. That's fair. Yeah, wild cards on Arena are kind of like bullshit. There's Basari, that's terrifying. But if you don't draw land, we'll run it over. Our hand's full of removal. We're a coin flip to draw the land. Let's see if we can do it. We did it. Still kind of feels like I want to kill Basari, to be honest. We will attack. And I think we will, can we get a land back with this? 1 mount, nope, no land. So I think we're just supposed to run over the second they try to exert that. They'll still have the cat, but that's fine. All right, run over. No, thank you. Please stop doing that. Oh, you're sending the original list as well? I'll take a look at that as soon as this game's over. All right, one land, please. Although we're not going to be casting Ooze Patrol just yet. We'll probably just Rise. Hopefully hit a pothole mole of our own. Okay, Raceway. Ooh, that's nice. We need to hit lands eventually, though. That doesn't work. That doesn't mill us. Okay, we're in a tough spot now. We'll just pass. We need to draw... Really, we need to draw kind of a lot. I will trade you creatures, gladly. I need my graveyard to build up anyway. Mustang, got a 3/3 with abilities. Hey, Dredgers, 1 land, please. Perfect. We'll take the swamp. We'll play the swamp and we'll pass. This is now at 3. Ooze Patrol is also a 5/5 for 4, which is not the greatest in this current limited environment, but we will take it. How many creatures can we get back with Rise? 1, 2. I mean, that's a divination. It's not the worst. Saddle, what happens when you saddle? It gets bigger, sure. We might need to pump our brakes and start spinning out. Another land is a great draw. I think we just want to start using spin out. We'll see if we can get them to crew the Mustang again and to eventually resolve Radiant and hopefully go over the top that way. Okay, you've got a Dairy Mechanic. You're gonna crew? All right, don't have hexproof. You don't have hexproof. I'll take 3. That's still a reasonable clock. Your engines are good too. We take a draw. All right, now I think we're just gonna play our thing. Let's get this in play, make some dudes. Now we've got some action, which is nice. And we can also like rise from the wreck and spin out. All right, they find Collision Course. We can buy that back with Rise from the Wreck. Also, whoever the musician is on this synth track is shredding. This is A-Funk. And yeah, these guys, they shred hard as fuck. Absolutely. They're attacking with these. We're definitely going to block to kill the kitty cat. Maybe the daring mechanic. No, they can daring mechanic pump itself? No, it can't. Let's just try to get daring mechanic out of play. Got anything for this? Nope. Good talk. You're at max speed. You draw a card. That's fine. You play a Bulwark Ox. That's a really good top deck, huh? Okay, well, we can kind of do all the things we want to do now. We'll play Ooze Patrol, get a little bit of a 6/6 for 5 or for 4, which is above rate even. Then do we want to hold up Spin Out or just Rise from the Wreck and plan to re-up with our Radian? Radian plus Omnivore. It mills as well, so it's a 7/7. Yeah, let's get back Radian. I could just get back the Chitlin and just play 5 power creature. I think this is too high upside, right? Yeah, Radian, nothing. Omnivore, Divination, gain a life off of the Dredger's Insight isn't bad. And now we're here. What the hell do you do whenever this creature attacks while saddled? Counter, sacrifice it, hexproof indestructible. It's a great card. Selfless Spirit doesn't know what hit him. Yep, I take 2. I draw. I play land. I play Radian. I have a Radian. I think should add Trample. Let's go to combat. Let's attack for 7. What you got? Block with a lifelinker? Sure. I think you can just go to 19, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Omnivore, and then you can go. And I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 power in play. Now we are at 7, but we have a removal spell as one of the last cards in our hand, which is solid. We might just need to kill the flyer. I'm like very likely to close to full send. Ooh, what does this thing do? When it attacks while saddled, it pumps a bunch of stuff. That's unfortunate and gross. Let's, does it pump itself? Yes, it can. Let's give them the opportunity to saddle it. Their 2/2 they'd have to double block this to kill it. I'm going full send. Maybe I'll hold back the Omnivore. Omnivore plus 1 bug as blockers. Send everything else in. Or is it just 2 bugs? 2 bugs seems fine. All right, attack you. Block with a lifelinker? Sure, damage. Already go to 13. I will sandbag the land, I guess, because it doesn't super matter. Pass to you. Stampeding Scurryfoot, sure. We're going to exhaust, sure. Glad to see some good land discipline. The art is lost to the youth. Old man noises. Oh yeah, you like the old stuff too? Yes, I love like the Invasion, Mirage, Odyssey era foils with the shooting star on them. It's like that's my favorite basic styling ever. We're saddling the Soul of Alcra, sure. We're going to spin out. Well, do we just let them attack? I'm gonna let you attack. So they're gonna pump there and there. I wonder if I'm just supposed to spin out a blocker and try to deal lethal. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If I can draw another removal spell, I guess they just sack the Ox, right? I guess we kind of have to kill a flyer just to try to like survive. I don't love it, but this buys us another turn as it currently stands. Okay, take a draw. Carrying Cruiser. Yep, play it. Oh, keeping unneeded lands in your hand to keep your opponent guessing. Yeah, so usually I think it's not correct to do that. But in some cases like this land drop's just not helping me. I'd rather put any amount of tax on my opponent's brain power. So yeah, I agree with you. I think we just take biggest thing, or do we take reach creature? I think it's just reach creature, right? We gain a life off of that. Then we play reach creature. Is our other Chitlin in the graveyard or is it in our deck? It's in our deck. We'll search it up, not Chitlin, but Omnivore. And then we'll play this land and we'll drop the Omnivore. Then we go to combat and we send in with everything. This, these. Kind of not super interested in trading this right now. Yeah, attack you. Figure it out. Yep, I'm good with the trade there. I'm good with the chump there. Boom, 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 boom. And then pass. That was a good top deck for us, obviously. We needed to get lucky, and we did. It's Avishkar Raceway doing work for opponent, though. Our opponent definitely flooded out a little bit. They every time they've activated that Raceway, it's been a land. They're just passing. We draw another land, so we're having our own floody issues. We're not going to send in with this. We're not going to send in with this. Everything else is free to fly, so we'll bug to crew. Combat, you have reach, so you can stay back. You go in, you go in, you go in, you go in, you go in. Mushroom Smash, that's right, baby. All right, this is lethal. You have to do something about it. Block, sure. Okay, wipe their board. Amazing. Pass to you. Yeah, they're flooded. Poor opponent. Oh, Wolfpack. Yeah, I'm a big Wolfpack fan here. Yeah, this is Parcels. And yeah, it's kind of the same daytime disco funk type of deal. Great. What are we at now? 4-1? I really don't know what's going on with this deck, but feels kind of strong. Yeah, 4-1. Amazing. Re-up. I've been stuck on folk punk kick personally. Name some artists. Ooh, I'm gonna look at that list. I'm gonna look at that list after. I completely forgot I was supposed to look at the original list. We have Zero Castables. That's a mulligan. Oh, you should check out the Native Howl if you haven't. They're a band from here in Michigan, and they might be right up your alley. Momentum Breaker. I like a removal spell. I like things I can cast, which isn't the spin out. Alternatively, my opponent's on the play, so I'm just gonna plan to draw lands and get lucky. I'm gonna keep all my spells. The Last Ride, not particularly good on turn 1. Mole is a great top deck here. Now all we have to do is find 3rd land and we're almost certain to get the 4th. Broodheart Engine, that doesn't let me wreckage you. Okay, well, Wicker Folk, fine, land drop 3. Great. Do I want to draw that thing yet? Sure. Days and Days, Mischief Brew, Johnny Hobo, the Freight Trains, Holy Locust is the only one that I've heard of in the entire list. Second Broodheart Engine, not particularly good here for opponent. So we'll play this. I'm actually not going to Pothole Mole just yet because I want to draw into my Radiant. So we will just play the Surveyor, get busy for 1. This is a card I really would have loved in our deck, is the Broodheart Engine. I know the Native Howl, they fall closer to Southern Gothic. That's true. They definitely have like they're doing the folky thing, but they're like thrash grass. They do a lot of like Metallica isn't necessarily out of the realm of their genre. We got a 4/4, which is good against our 3/3. That's tough. Oh wait, we have a Momentum Breaker. We're fine. We do need to cast it in lieu of the Pothole Mole, unfortunately, and they could just reanimate it, but that forces them to spend their mana, and I can get busy for 4, and I can just Pothole Mole. I just don't want them to play some little stinker and then not have to, oh, they can sacrifice an artifact to it? Ew, Momentum Breaker, you suck. Although I guess them losing the ability to draw a ton of extra cards every turn is nice. Pass to me, naturally draw the land, like a Chad. I could spin out here. I think I'm really interested in just making my land drops. Next turn, I can try to play Omnivore plus hold up spin out. So this turn, I'll just try to make a land drop or try to secure next turn's land drop, which easy peasy, no problem. We also put a creature in the graveyard for the Radiant, which is good. And they kill my 1/3 flyer for some unknown reason. That I didn't understand. While that Holy Locust is the one you know, and that plus are less well known of the list. Gotta love underground stuff. Yeah, I don't put too much thought into it. I just randomly stumble upon music often. I'm not gonna block this Hazard of the Dunes. Because they're just going to reanimate it anyway, and my attack here is good if they don't have a solid follow-up. They have a solid follow-up, but we can kill their solid follow-up. Also, we found our own, which is really good. Okay, let's spin out here, try to turn this clock upside down, play a 3-power creature, get busy for 5. You figure it out. Engines go to 3. Next turn, if I draw land, I'll just play Radiant. If I don't, the Gravestalker will do just fine. Their own Omnivore, sure. Do you want to attack for 4? They probably want to activate one of these engines and get their Chitlin back, which sure makes sense. Attack for 4, I will take. We're in a Golgari race. This is solid. Lets me double spell. Yeah, I like that. We'll go little dude here, bigger dude here. Plan to draw the land. Pass. Would they just been nothing of consequence just yet? Raider, sure. You will look at my hand and realize that I don't have an instant or sorcery. It's just my bomb. No great attack, so they don't take any. Earth Rumbler's solid. I think it's better than just, well, do I have the thing in the graveyard? No, yeah, I think casting spell here is better than just activating this random exhaust ability. So we'll get the Earth Rumbler into play. Then we'll go to combat. I will trade this off for either of these creatures. I'd love to get this last Broodheart Engine out of play. It'll also make this Radiant just a touch better. Because of my Earth Rumbler, they don't have any particularly good attacks. Yep, trade Chitlins is fine. Go. Is that how you pronounce that? Chitin. I'm saying chitlin, like the popular Southern intestine dish, which is better than you think it is. Go to combat. We attack for 7. We don't. I draw. It's another Omnivore. What's the over under on I just start getting busy with a 7/6 and make them block unprofitably? Seems fine. What is the crew cost on this 3? Let's just make another creature while I'm at it too. Kaiten. Is that how you're supposed to pronounce it? Kaiten? Kaiten. I guess that would make sense. Like I'm not used to pronouncing ch like ch like k, but I know that there are some times when that's correct. I didn't even think about that. Kaiten Gravestalker. That does roll off the tongue better than the way I was saying it. All right, let's crew this up. I don't want to eat away at my graveyard because I want my Radiant to be as good as possible. I'll go to combat. If they want to trade with this, they'll have to exhaust here. And if they want to exhaust, reanimate, exhaust, I'm okay with them using their mana like that. You make a 7/7. Tradesies? Great. Even trade, you go. Chimera, exactly. Okay, got it. You just solved so many mental blocks that I was having there. Ew, don't draw your bomb. Ooh, spin out. Great, amazing. Do you have Death Touch? You don't. I guess I still don't have any particularly amazing attacks. I'm just gonna spin out this Gonti and like get busy with all my creatures. Yeah, full send. You figure it out. 13 damage. Draws bomb, answers answer. Draws answer. Yep. Paid actors. Exactly. True. All right, yep, take trades across the board. Boop, bop, bing, bang, boom. I'm at full speed. Not that that super matters. Hey, here's lethal, buddy. Figure it out. Ooh, not a bad thing to bin. Doesn't super help at the moment, though. Javelinier, sure. Activate thing, don't die to lethal. Do they get back Gonti or just a bigger body? I wonder. I've just had this Radiant in my hand the whole game. They get back Big Bomb. I draw Dredger's Insight. I will play the Dredger's Insight for sure. Of these 4 cards, what do we want? Ooze Patrol, Afterburner Expert. Yeah, I don't think it would be good enough either. I think they just need the 4/4 that can become a 7/7 and just be a profitable blocker. I think for them right now, that's just a bit better. I wonder if I'm just supposed to take the land and go over the top with my Radiant next turn. That kind of seems fine. Ooze could be dope, but I can't play it till next turn. And I think I'd rather play, if we can't play any of these things till next turn except for a 4/2, which isn't that impactful, I think I'd just rather play my big bomb here. Of course, I could just top deck land here and it's like it never mattered, but I think that that's okay. I think once I cast this and put 7 1/1s into play, unless they have an insane card in their hand, which they don't, they just can't win anymore. I think our opponent can't win anymore. Yep, put that back in your hand, pass to me because your attacks are garbage. Yep, I draw. It was the land anyway, which is hilarious, but here's this thing. Here's just so many bodies. Can I just full send into you? There's no reason to. I just full send next turn and it's like almost guaranteed lethal. What do they do? Block 1 here and here, take 1, 2, 3, 4, lethal. Yep. I mean, 7 1/1s is pretty good. Yeah, I agree. Yep. You pump it. It's big. Do I block this thing? Is there a world where this kills me somehow? Yo, dog. I heard you like 1/1s. Yeah. All right. Take a lot of damage. You've surveilled 1. What now? My Radiant is an 8/8. Amazing. Back on track. Sure. I'm just going to hit this spacebar a bunch. You got 5 blockers. I guess hitting spacebar a bunch doesn't just kill them. Wait, it does, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. I just send him with like bug. That'll bring him to 2. And then, I send him with this because maybe I do just full send. They have to like trade down on everything. That's their biggest creature. I don't care if they eat something at all. Maybe I hang back with like Pothole Mole and Stampeding. Let them put their 4/4 into one of my 3 power creatures and everything else just like trades up. Attack. Figure it out. Yep, you block there. Sure. Death Touch. My dude dies. Block there. Okie dokie. Maybe this attack wasn't as good as I planned it out to be. They're left with 2 creatures. I'm left with 2 creatures. This thing triggers twice. They take 2. Then I get to like activate here. Gain a life, draw a card. It's a land, of course. We will activate here, make a dude. As it stands, they like can't attack ever. They need to draw a bomb. That's like a fine card. I still think they kind of can't attack. We'll draw every land in our deck. I guess we're pretty favored to draw land for a while here. We pass. We're just in a top deck war now. Nothing. I'll draw another land. Great. Play it. Go. No attacks. Big worm. You got it. Land. You gonna attack me? Nope. My turn. Land. Amazing. Drop it. Go. We've got 5 non-lands left. Opponent's finding all their lands. Great. My turn. Carrying Cruiser. Play it. Amazing. I mill 2. I'm gonna get back. You know him, you love him. The fatty. Bugs. So many fucking bugs. Figure it out. Go. No attacks. You don't need any of that. Next turn, full send. Board wipe kills the opponent. Yep, you die. GG. So funny that they did have the board wipe. All right, sweet. This bomb has seemed good. We have won the majority of our games so far with it. I think we're 5-1. Apparently we're in platinum tier. I never get out of bronze. I very rarely draft anymore. I used to make a point of it because like the way to play Arena for free, the feedback loop was draft until you complete the set, meaning you have to get kind of good at draft, and then use that full set to build your standard decks. But now I play like the standard events, which are actually pretty high EV at this point, as long as you can at least 4-1, 3-2 your leagues. But evidently I don't really like green-black in most draft formats. Even when I hear that it's good, I try it and I just tank. I like this one. Let me see. I got a 2-drop and then a 3-drop that I can't cast. I think this is fine. We just got to hope to draw like a black source and curve out. This card's great. Land, dude. I drew a land, so it's not a black source, but at least I'm pretty close to casting the Earth Rumbler. Frog on the grill. All my homies love green-black. Let's fucking go. Yeah. Ooh, another green black mirror. Gross. What do you see? What do we see? They just get back Carrying Cruiser. Yeah, that's fine. I take a draw. I draw an awesome card. Attack for 2. I play my awesome card. You figure it out. I've got 2 really good exhaust mechanics in play right now. All right, I'm just gonna full send into this portable mole. This pothole mole rather. Wait, draw. Sure. Land. Full send. Yep. They don't block because both exhaust mechanics are bad for them. Play Fang Druid. Go grab another creature. Pass. You go. Yeah, this is the most aggressive hand we've had so far. If we draw our 5th land, it's like gotta be awful for our opponent. We'll just play Earth Rumbler or Risen Necrogent. Both are great here. And if we don't find land, we'll just like keep attacking and holding up the exhaust mechanics. All right, we draw. Should have specified on tap land, huh? Go to combat. Attack with both of these. You can get a trade if you want. All right, they block there and then they block here. I'm fine with this trade. So I think I'll just trade 2 across the board maybe. Or am I more? No, I'm interested in getting that Chitlin out of play. Sorry. Kitlin, Chitin. How did you say to pronounce it? I forgot already. Chitin. Get that Chitin out of play. Yeah, I think I want the Gravestalker out of play. This will already kill here. And all I needed to do is find another exhaust mechanic to get this into place. So we're gonna exhaust here. Now we've got some fodder for the Earth Rumbler. Carrying Cruiser doesn't do a lot right now. You get to buy back one of your bangers though, probably the chitin. How expensive is that here? It is a -1, 2, 3. So it's a 4-drop? Sure, 4-drop chitin. Tap land, me go, I draw, land, great. Kinda wanna start my max speed. So Risen Dude, Necrogent, or whatever, Necro Regent, go to speed 2. Then we'll try to use this spin out to connect again. Maybe drop the Omnivore that's face up information for our opponent. Once we get max speed, this thing's actually insane. Okay, we're gonna kill that. For the amount of large crabs in Magic, the lack of the phrase Titanic is shocking. They love their puns. That's true. Oh, I drew this, huh? Well, I'm gonna spin this out. Goodbye. Just like not interested. You can suit this up if you want. I'm gonna attack right into it though. Yeah, I don't care about that. Do you have Death Touch? Nope, you have nothing I don't know about. Attack. Okay, you're just chumping. Great. I go up speed. Can I play you? No, I can cycle you. I'll play my Omnivore and pass. Next turn, if I can achieve max speed, which shouldn't be too hard, I'll start just dropping zombies. They probably just like buy back whatever, play chitin, right? Migrating Ketrodon, land, chitin. Chitin's a 1-drop, which is brutal. It's 2 chitins? Ooh, venomous, whatever, sure. So I'm gonna struggle to reach max speed here. I think it's actually not possible. I can, however, just play my spells. Yeah, let's play Earth Rumbler. Most efficient use of my mana. And then we have to chill. No attacks, pass. Yep, big dude. Big dude city. This thing has trample. That's very important. They're gonna have to block it with multiple creatures if they want good things to happen. Let's go with playing all of our creatures out. Here's the chitin. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, mono big dudes is like sometimes just fine. And then we'll go Omnivore. And then we got to take something out. So I think the Earth Rumbler can do that for us. Use this Omnivore, head into combat, Omnivore attack. They just need a double block is all they got to do. They don't want to take any damage because they don't want my engines to go to full speed. Otherwise, I'll start dropping zombies like crazy. Okay, you lose a chitin, you go. The fuck is this? Equal to the number of lands you control. When it attacks, you may search your library for a basic. Ew. Pass to me, another land. Love to see it. Play it. Make dude. Probably won't ever play a land again from here on out. If I attack with everything, it won't matter because they can kill my Necrogent. We just want to draw our bomb now, I think. Is that another one of those? Yo, bro, what the fuck? That's a rare. You should not have 2 of those. He thinks we're in a tough spot, Captain. I agree. Our opponent was just like, all right, time to draw my bombs. Back to back. I mean, on the right side, I can trade into this pretty easily. But yeah, this is tough. I need my bomb. How good is my bomb here? It's like fine at best. Makes 3 dudes. Dude, your spot is not that hard. Please make a play. You're just staring at cards. Opponent's a deck toucher, confirmed. Here's another dude. I'm also just gonna keep playing dudes. He doesn't have trample, that's huge. All right, here comes my Gravestalker. Well, nope, that's a 6/6, huh? No attacks, go. Oh, I wanted one of these so bad. Destroy 4 or less, huh? All right, you killed my Reacher. I'm gonna give it one more draw step, and then I'm kind of over this game. Okay, I'm over this game. Even if there's a small chance we can win it, our opponent has too many bombs. I don't want to sit here for 20 minutes and lose to those bombs. Our opponent went Windmill Slam, a couple of bomb rares. I don't think we're beating that in most cases. All right, one more game. Let's see if we can do the 6. But we can still get a 7-2. Great Cthulhu, you're a collector, sure. I want to be on the play though, deal. Deal. This hand's really blocky, but I can cast everything in it, so we'll do it. Pothole Mole, I want you to miss. Just flip 3 creatures. Land, go. Don't have a 1-drop. Good, good, good. Land, go. Then I play Pothole Mole. Sure, you sure did just cycle a vehicle. Is this the Is It deck? No, it looks like Rakdos. Okay, I see your 2/2 and I match you with a 2/3. Just miss. Just put 3 creatures in the bin. Is that good? It's I don't like losing the spin out, but other than that, it's fine. The Ooze Patrol is going to be decent to good. Land, yep. Ooh, they got the good swamps. These are the Apex swamps. I need 2 of these IRL, but this is like a $40, $50 swamp. All right, they played a 7/2. Trades with my Pothole Mole, so I don't really care. Ooze Patrol. We're just curving out. Mill 2, at least 1 creature. Yeah, 5/5 for 4. Take it. Have you ever come across the Guru lands? I have seen them in real life. I have none. But yes, I am familiar with Guru lands. They are absolutely gorgeous. They are expensive as shit too. The fuck is this? Signpost. Target creature gets lifelink out of turn and can't be blocked. That's pretty good. Is there a restriction? Power 2 or less, sure. All right, here's my little dude. I'm gonna play this dude. I'm gonna play Mono Fatties. I own a playset once. Attack for 2. You figure it out. I had one really beat one, but never a nice one. I want enough for a deck, but I'm not a crazy person. Same, yeah. I love swaggy basics, but that's a little bit too rich for my blood. Art opponent, I have thick creatures. They're milky. Actually, I suppose a set, not a play set. Yeah, what's a play set of basic lands? Yep, you got a kill spell? I got one for you too, just you wait. All right, it can't be blocked. You attack for 7. I take 9. Are you done? This is kind of a bomb. That's a very nice signpost uncommon. Draw, land, not going to spin out yet. Just go to combat, attack with, you know what? Fuck it. Attack. You take 7. Play another one of the little dudes, and you go. Yeah, I take 1. I wonder how many people have died to this card. Grimbauble, gross. It's dead. Oh, if they could, I'm dead here. If all they have to do is crew, we'll see if they do it. Rats. Okay, opponent gets us. We'll let them go for the kill. Here, GG. That was impressive and oppressive. All right, a little bit of a 5-3 action. Very solidly puts us in the profit margin. I would say not super bad for the first Golgari draft in this set. Still learning how to draft this set. And this seemed sweet. We definitely lack some power. I think I wanted some more of the signpost uncommons, if I'm being honest. But I will take a 5-3.